Well, except you don't know a whole lot about it, but you're going to know more than I do.
Fair enough.
All right, so now we're talking about the bad one, what I refer to as funny, and there's nothing funny about it, but price. What's a point?
So, it's the same price.
No kidding.
Yep. It is just as, it's the same price as that.
Whoa, I thought it was a lot more.
Nope.
Oh.
It used to be.
Oh, well, that's not good.
It has gotten cheaper. And because it has gotten cheaper, more people are using it more often.
Whoa. Oh, you're bringing me down, buddy. Really?
Yeah,
really?
it's
price per price? Like,
yeah.
whoa.
Now,
That
bear in mind, it also depends on grade. Now, when I mean grade, I mean quality.
Yeah, strength.
Some stuff is better than others.
Yeah. So if somebody says mine's better than Ralph's, I'm going to get more money than Ralph's product? Is that? Oh, okay.
If my stuff's better than yours, I can justify making you pay more.
Okay.
And if you're willing to pay more, then I'm profiting.
Right. So
Now, I'm going to mention, if it's more expensive and it's stronger, it's deadlier.
Yeah.
And that's what people want. They want that. They want to drop. Because if you're not dropping and you're not nodding off, it's not good. It's a waste of time.
You're not getting to where you want to be.
Nope.
Whoa. So, consumption then for a daily user of the F, points wise, how many points would to maintain, I guess, to be a maintenance user? Because I mean, some people are going to use as much as
I'm gonna mention this real quick. So, up is an amphetamine, but down is an opiate.
Yeah.
Opiates have severe withdrawal symptoms. You get sick, you sweat, you shake, you feel ill. Some people could, they feel like they're dying if they don't have it.
Yes, I've talked with people about that. I can't imagine just how absolutely horrible it is. But the people I've talked to who have quit and then come back again, and they want to quit again, and the fear of the withdrawal is just, I don't know if overwhelming is the right word, but
Let me put it into perspective. The girl A from Sudbury, the kid, if she were to try and go cold turkey and get clean, she would have to suffer for a month with withdrawals.
I've heard the duration is as bad as the depth, if that's the right word. I think you know what I'm trying to say. But I didn't realize it was that long. A month
It's
of
awful.
physical.
Yep.
Wow. So if you go to a treatment program, a person in that position, do they give them a substance to take the edge off of that, or do they just?
Yeah, you have stuff like methadone,
Yeah.
which is a drink.
Yeah.
It's a I'm struggling. It's a synthetic opiate. So it's hard to explain because I
Well, I know a bit about the meth program. They put you on it, and then you're supposed to kind of weed down your dose like weekly.
That's actually so. Here's an issue. That's trading one addiction for another.
Absolutely.
It's actually worse to get on the meth program, the methadone.
I've never seen anyone have any success with it, and yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
You could go, say, for example, I'm paraphrasing, not word for word, but I was talking to somebody earlier. Going from 300 milliliters of methadone to, say, 100 milliliters, cakewalk. Going from 2 milliliters to 1 milliliter, it's a nightmare. It's awful. And like other things, it causes its own problems. There's also Suboxone, which can be taken in a multitude of forms. There's a pill form, there's a strip form, and there's an injectable. Pill form and strip, you would take that daily. The injectable you would take once a month. They stick it, they shoot it into just below like your stomach or your on your side, and you're good for a month. And you come back every month. Think of it like somebody who has, I can't remember if it's bipolar 1 or bipolar 2, but with one of the bipolars, they're required to go and get an injection every 3 months. Actually required by law. If you don't go and get that injection, they'll come hunting you down and they'll make you take it.
Oh, didn't know anything about that one.
That's something for a different day.
Yeah.
But no, there are alternatives to help you wean yourself off, and that works for some people. It doesn't work for me. Every time that I've gone through a streak of sobriety, I've cold turkeyed, which means I've completely stopped all intake.
Okay, but quitting the M compared to the F.
Cakewalk. It's mind over matter with the M. With the F is physical symptoms. You know, sweating, diarrhea, puking, you know.
Oh yeah. Melting earwax, spraying in different directions.
Oh yeah, you like I said, you've talked to some of the girls that do the F. They've told you that, you know, if they're withdrawing, it feels like they're dying.
Oh, yeah.
It feels like they're dying. They're not actually dying, but they're in so much pain that the only thing that fixes it is to use again.
Mm-hmm.
But it prolongs the issue. It makes it worse. Tolerance goes up the more you use. And I'm going to mention this. What makes F extremely dangerous, especially for somebody who goes on a sober streak, is that if somebody decides to try and get off the F and stop, maybe they'll last for a couple weeks, couple months. But if they crack, fall through the hoops, or through the cracks, relapse is part of recovery. I'm going to mention that real quick. It's going to happen. Don't beat yourself up over it, and don't take the ridicule from others because they won't understand. But often people who use F, who try and go sober, if they fall through the cracks again, their tolerance is gone.
Mm-hmm.
So they won't realize their tolerance is gone, and they will go and try and use the same amount that they were using prior to. And that's it.
Yeah, no, I'm well aware of the tolerance issue. What a user would consider just a blast would probably map me right out because I don't have any tolerance.
Oh, there's always a chance that you would drop, no matter what your tolerance is. There's always a chance. It's a risk you take.
Yeah, let's leave this here because we're going on again.